So just to remind you what I'm doing, I am building a rolling ball sculpture number 7 inside this glass display case. I've put a little light in and I've bought a whole bunch of stuff. Now to get the balls from the bottom to the top, I'm practicing making a prototype, and there's going to be a bearing with some track, and I have already started it. So a little progress update for you now. Since the last video, I've done a lot of work. Basically, I made quite a big mess, got all my tools out and got everything done. And I mounted the bearing nice and firmly onto the frame that you can see here. I've then made 2 sections of track. The first section is concave and the ball sits on top of that when it's at the lower half of the circle. And coming out of the bearing is a spigot that I've made, and when the outside race of the bearing is rotated, that spigot pushes the ball up the concave. When it gets halfway, it transfers into a convex section of track, and that goes over the top, and when the ball gets to the top, it's released and it will run down the track right the way down to the bottom. So it's gone pretty well. I'm really happy with the quality of the work. I've done a little bit extra since that video, and that I've got the exit made where the balls come out of the track, and I've got a little circle that I've made that joins the convex and the concave sections together. The next thing I'm going to do is build the in track that goes at the bottom. So this is where the balls will start to be lifted up. Then I need to make a queuing system where they arrive and they can get picked up one by one. And of course, all this is happening whilst I'm waiting for the motor to arrive. So I'll check in with you in a bit and see how that's gone.
2 hours later.
Okay, here we have a nice little entry track, so the ball will come down and just pop into the little dimple here, and then the pusher can come along and push it onto the track, and up it goes. And obviously if the next ball arrives, and maybe another one before the next pusher comes around, that's fine. The pusher will just take the first ball, and the second ball and the third ball can go. So I think it's all okay. I think it's all going to work fine. I'm just going to do a little bit of cleaning up, and then it's probably time to mount this all back onto the frame over there and see how it all works. Still by hand because I'm still waiting for the motor. So here I've got everything all now mounted back up. I've got the copper in place. I've got the spacing out okay. I've sorted out the height. I've sorted out the starting angle. I've got a nice little loopy track in here where the balls can come and queue up. And oh, what's that? Well, finally it survived. I'm so excited because I've been waiting weeks and weeks and weeks for this to come. I can now open it, find out if it is the right RPM to drop a ball at the correct frequency that I've calculated. I'll go through all the maths in the next episode once I've opened it, wired it up and given it a go. I can't wait to do that. So bye for now. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.